Hey everyone, it's Jen from Lodo Family. Now, all the time I hear that it's just not possible to grocery shop and spend less than $100 a week and eat healthy-ish while maintaining that budget. So today we're going to take a look at the Ingles ad that just started today, August 9th, and goes to August 15th. We're going to look through there, see what the good deals are, maybe what the not so great deals are. In my little town, I really only have three options for groceries. That's going to be Ingles, Walmart, and a local independent grocery store. So I'm going to periodically compare the prices of the Ingles ad to Walmart to see if it's better off to just go ahead and pick it up at Ingles or if it's better to just grab it at Walmart. So let's take a look and see if I can do a $100 challenge at Ingles this week. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's the ad for this week. Now, the first thing I noticed was these 98-cent pound vine ripe tomatoes. They're a little bit on the small side, but it's not a bad deal for the price. It's about 60% off what they usually run. Let's see here. We also got the assorted bone-in or loin-in pork chops for $1.98 a pound. That's actually a pretty good deal. The normal price on them is about $3.98 a pound. And these typically run about $3.86 a pound at Walmart right now in my area. So this is a good price. Now, I did notice if you go for the family pack option, it drops the price even further to $1.68 a pound. So that would definitely be a good thing to look at. Now, let's see here. I don't think this is a good price for chicken, $3.98. I like to keep my chicken price under $2 a pound. Now, Sargento cheese has been on sale, or just cheese in general has been on sale a lot lately. It's $1.98 each, but you really need to take a look at the ounces that are in the bag. A typical store brand size of cheese is 8 ounces, and these range from 5 to 8 ounces. So I would make sure to get the bags that are weighing the more for the same price. Let's see here. The Washington State artisan peaches are nectarines. Now, I live in Georgia, which is the peach state, but you notice we have Washington State peaches. This is because peaches this year had a horrible season due to weather. But I can tell you, peaches aren't as great this year, but the nectarines are pretty good. And $1.98 a pound is not bad considering it's a bad season. I did double check the prices at Walmart. Now, before I say that, keep in mind that 2 peaches usually equal about a pound, and they're normally $3.48 a pound, which is really high, but these are organic. And at Walmart, for the non-organic is usually $2 to $2.50. So the $1.98 price is not bad at all. Let's see here. We've got some cereal, the Kellogg's cereal. If you look at the weight, 14 to 18 ounces for $2.48 each. Once again, I would go with the heavier items, which is going to be like your Frosted Mini Wheats. Let's see here. We've got the Lay's potato chips and the classic or the wavy. Now, to kind of see if this is a good deal, I looked up what the Laura Lynn, the Ingles brand, would be for a 6-ounce bag of just plain potato chips. Typically runs about $2.38 a bag. And that's pretty much what these would come out to, because $4.79 on 2 comes out to $2.39 each. So if you do like chips and you like this name brand, it might be worth it to you. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on stuff like this just because I would rather spend the money on items for meals. Okay, next page. Here we go. The produce section. This is actually one of my favorite sections because typically it's going to show you what produce is in season, so therefore it's the cheapest. Now, first off is the squash and zucchini. Now, you can sometimes get 2 or 3 zucchini or 2 or 3 squash in a pound. So I would actually do a combo of this where I did half a pound of yellow squash and half a pound of zucchini and kind of mix it up. Let's see. Let me go through my notes here. I had to write notes because I went and I double checked all the prices. Let's see here. Over here, the 68 cents for the bell peppers is actually a really good price. Sometimes they go on sale for 99 cents, but for 68 cents, I would actually stock up on these and grab one for this week and maybe a couple more for later. And what I mean is I would just wash them, go ahead and chop them up and dice them and then freeze them. And then later on for the next month, I can just add bell pepper to any recipe and just pull it out of the fridge and go ahead and cook it. Cherries is actually a decent price. At Walmart right now, they're typically about $3.50 a pound. So this is really not bad. And they even say on here, buy now, freeze later. I've never tried to freeze cherries. I have little, so I'm going to skip the cherries just because they do have pits in them, and it's just going to honestly take way too long to de-pit them. I think that's how you would say that. Okay, now this is interesting. It has Del Monte red potatoes in a 5-pound bag. Typically, I see these in 3-pound bags. So $3.98 for 5 pounds of potatoes is actually a pretty good deal. Let's keep going. I don't usually shop at the bakery or the deli section because honestly, those are just pretty high priced. So let's keep going. For the meat, let's see here, skinless chicken thighs. I still like to keep it under $2, so that's not a great price to me. Same thing with the fully cooked wings. To me, these Perdue already breaded chicken nuggets and stuff, it's not really a great price. Let's see here. Now here is a good price. For the Armour pepperoni, it's a 5-ounce bag. You can get the regular or the turkey. My family actually loves to snack on pepperoni or to make like calzones or pepperoni pizza. And so $3.78 for 2 of them comes out to $1.89 each. And a 6-ounce bag at Walmart's $2.14. So this is actually a pretty decent deal. I would go ahead and get both of them. Now, lately I've seen these on sale a lot. The Gorton shrimp, they have a couple different flavors or styles, if you will. Now, I would double check the boxes because you'll see it goes from 9 to 14 ounces. The popcorn shrimp that's pictured here is the 14-ounce size. Some of the other ones, like the butterfly shrimp and the shrimp scampi, are the ones that are only like 9.2 ounces. So for me, if they're all the same price, I'm going to go with the one that weighs more. So I would end up picking 2 boxes of this popcorn chicken up. Now, if you don't really like fried or breaded, you could go with the raw shrimp over here for $6.98 a pound. Now, I looked at what was comparable at Walmart, and they have bags for $5.47, so I wouldn't consider this a great price. The local IGA type store in my area sometimes puts them on sale for just under $5. I would just pick them up there if I didn't want the breading. Okay, let's keep going. They've got pasta on sale for $1.28, which, I mean, it's not a great price, great value at Walmart's typically right at $1. Now, I don't know if this is a Southern thing or not, but Treat, it's basically another brand of Spam, and it's not bad. They have a, just original or regular flavor, and they sometimes have a couple crazy flavors that my husband likes, like bacon jalapeno. But if you hadn't tried it before, $2, 2 for $3 is actually not a bad price. The regular price of one can at Walmart's about $2. These are actually really, really good for those nights that you don't have anything defrosted. We like to chop them up and add it into like scrambled eggs, or we make like a potato based casserole. It's really not that bad. You should give it a try. Since it's kind of end of summer, they're doing a lot of like summery type foods. So like the Suddenly pasta by Betty Crocker. Personally, this is not a good price, the $1.98. I checked at Walmart, and I think the typical price at Walmart's $1.96. So it's not really worth buying. Now, you can actually make pasta salad yourself with just a bottle of Italian dressing and your veggies and your pasta. So to me, it's not worth paying $2 for basically a kit. It is back to school. My kids just recently started, and they do like to take snacks for recess. So I'm always on the lookout for basically stuff that's easy to send for snacks. Now, at first glance, these Quaker Chewy bars look like a good deal for $1.88. But I looked a little further, and each of these boxes only contain 8 bars, so it makes them 23 cents a piece. At Walmart, you can buy a 24-pack of Great Value brand Chewy granola bars, $3.84, so it comes out to 16 cents each. So I would just pick that up at Walmart. Now let's go to the next page. This is page 4. Here we go. Now, I am not a big fan of purchasing health, wellness, beauty, or like household cleaners and stuff at grocery stores, specifically Ingles and most others, because it's a high profit item for the grocery store and not usually a savings to you. So I usually skip over these type items. I usually skip over the beer and wine. So let's keep going. Okay, just for giggles, I did look up the price of Clorox, the bleach here. It's on sale for $2.98, and it looks like a good deal because you're going to save $1.30. But this size container of bleach at Walmart is normally $2.98, so it's not a good price. Let's see here. Skip past all this. Okay, here we go. These right down here, the Hidden Valley Ranch Night, these are basically 1-ounce packets of seasoning. And honestly, you can make this yourself for super cheap. If you didn't want to make it yourself, I would just buy this at Walmart because they're about 50 cents a pack. And I don't want to pay double for something I can get somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The Red Baron pizza, it's on sale 2 for $9. That makes them $4.50 a piece. And the normal price at my Walmart's $4.98, so it's not a bad price, but I wouldn't stock up on this. Let's keep going. Okay, here we go. The Banquet, they've got the boneless chicken, 24 to 32 ounce bags. So typically you're looking at nuggets and strips. And I did check, and it does cover like the chicken patties, like the big circles. So I would probably go ahead and pick them up for $4.98. When I checked for comparable at Walmart, they typically are about $5.75. So that would be a little bit of a savings, but not big enough to stock up on. These here, I call them convenience foods. Yeah, they're tasty, but they're not usually filling and they have a lot of preservatives, so I typically don't buy them. I'll make my own versions at home. Okay, on to page 7. Here's another one, taco seasoning. It's buy one, get one free, so you think it's a good deal. That means they actually are $1.29 each. And personally, I would just make it myself, but this is one of those items I would buy the store brand, which would be 68 cents at Ingles or 52 cents at Walmart. So I'm going to skip this one. I used to really love the flavored rice packets, but when I really looked at the math and I saw exactly what you're getting for the price, even though these are 98 cents and it looks like they're a little more than half off, you're basically only getting half a pound of rice and a little bit of flavoring. I looked it up, and a 1-pound bag of rice right now is on sale at Ingles, and it's only 88 cents. So for less than 98 cents, I can get twice as much. And then I can flavor it with whatever I like. And I like to throw in a chicken bouillon cube or chicken stock. I usually use up vegetables. So you can make a ton of your own like rice-a-roni type flavors there. Back to school here. See these cars, they're trail mix that are in individual pouches, and you get 24 packs for a total of about 30 ounces. And they also sell it just in one large bag, but that usually runs about $8.78, and you get 34 cents an ounce. Now, I'm actually a big fan of making my own trail mix with what I find on sale, but this would be a better deal compared to the Laura Lynn brand because it came out to about 44 cents an ounce. So this one was only about, 31-ish cents. So you just really have to kind of price it out and see what that cost comes down. A 40-ounce bag at Walmart, $7.98, which is 19 cents an ounce. I would probably go there if I wasn't going to make it. One of my kids' favorite snacks is actually microwave popcorn. Now, here's one of the things you want to look at. There's a pretty big variance in the ounces, 4.8 to 10.5. And since they're all going to be the same price, I'm going to try to get the heavier bags. Another thing you can look at is that some of them are going to be 3 bags in a box and some of them are going to be 4 bags in a box. So I would go with whichever one was heavier or had more bags. It's probably going to be the healthy pop. but that comes out to $1.50 a box. And that's about the same at Walmart. They had them for $1.50 too. So not bad, but not a stock up price. Here's a can of peanuts that looks pretty good. It's $1.98 and you're going to save $2.70 per can. Honestly, unless you just absolutely love this brand, I wouldn't consider this a deal. I can get a 16-ounce can of the salted peanuts for $2.44 at Walmart, so not a great deal. Okay, here we go. We've got Hungry Jack pancake mix. And once again, a little bit of a weight variance. The lighter ones I found are the ones that are going to have additions to it, like chocolate chips. The heavier ones are going to be more of your plain flavors, like the buttermilk and the original. And $1.98 isn't that bad of a price. I checked and it was about the same for the Great Value brand at Walmart. So not horrible, but not a stock up price. And wherever you have pancakes, you have to have syrup. So here we go with the Hungry Jack syrup. This is actually a pretty large container. It's 27.6 ounces for $2.98. When we compare this, the Laurelin 24-ounce bottle is $2.58, and the Great Value brand at Walmart is $2.36. So it's not awful. This is a great breakfast item. The Martha White muffin mix. These are the kind that you just have to add milk. You don't even have to have eggs or milk or eggs or oil with it. 98 cents, I would pick up one. Occasionally, I see the Laurelin brand go on sale, 2 for $1, or used to a long time ago, they'd go 3 for $1. But this is not a bad price, especially if your kids like the mini muffins. One pack of these makes 6 muffins, so it makes about 12 mini muffins. So great snack option. Okay, now here's the section where these savings are all month long, not just for this week. We actually have some decent ones. Peanut butter is one of those items that people tend to like a certain brand and maybe not likely to get the store brand. If you're a big fan of Jif, they're on sale for $1.98, which is actually a decent price because the same size jar, same brand is $3.12 at Walmart. And the Laurelin brand typically runs $2.98. And even the Great Value brand's $1.84. So if you really like Jif, I'd probably pick up a couple jars. I would probably pick up a couple of them. Now, without peanut butter, you got to have some jelly. So this one's kind of humorous because it doesn't show in the picture. But if you look at the ounces, you can go for the Smucker's jelly, 17 to 32 ounces. The 17 ounces is going to be the squeezable type, which is nice because it makes less mess. But the 32 ounces is actually the jar. And you'll notice that it's the same price for both of them. So I would rather get almost double the jelly for the same price. Now, when I checked the comparable costs for jelly, it looks like at Walmart, the squeeze bottle's $2.34 and the jar's $2.62. So this is actually a decent deal. Maybe a stock up price for you. It really just depends on how much you go through jelly. Here's some more cereal on sale for $2.98. I think it was on the first page, it was $2.48. And you'll notice it had a bigger weight because these only go from 10 to 12. And I believe the other ones went from 16 to 18. So it just depends on which cereal you like. My kids don't actually eat cereal for breakfast, but sometimes we do eat it for dessert. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Bush's beans. Now, they have two different kinds. One's the grilling beans and one's like the more standard beans, and there is a weight difference. So the grilling beans are probably going to be closer to 22 ounces, whereas the regular size beans are going to be 28 ounces. So when I compared the costs on that, the Laurelin brand is on sale as well, and it's $2.28. And at Walmart, the Great Value brand's $1.94 and Bush's is $2.48. So it's not a bad price, but it's not a stock up price. Now here we go, some more household. I'll leave a link in the description about why I don't buy household. Okay, that was actually the last page. So now let's take a look at all of the good deals and let's see what we can make for a meal plan. Okay, now that we've gone through the ad, let's see what kind of meals we can make. These are the items that I'm thinking are my must-haves this week. So one thing I didn't mention is if you are a Ingles whatever Advantage member, you get an email and it says that they have mustard for 25 cents each. It's an 8-ounce container and you can get a maximum of 2. So that's a really good deal. I would definitely get the 2, and then you have some when you run out. Okay, the other items: pork chops, tomatoes. I put pork chops on here twice. Nectarines, Sargento shredded cheese, a combo of squash and zucchini, a green bell pepper, 5-pound bag of potatoes, popcorn shrimp. Remember, we're going to get 2 boxes of that. Pepperoni, I would go ahead and get both of them. The treat, the Red Baron pizza, maybe, chicken patties, microwave popcorn, pancakes and syrup, muffin mix, Jif peanut butter, Smucker's jelly, baked beans, and cereal. I'll make a list in the description and you can copy and paste it. And here's what I'm thinking we're going to make this week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. So for breakfast, we can easily do some cereal with fruit, mini muffins, pancakes with syrup. For lunch, PB&J, obviously, and whatever's left over from dinners. For snacks, easy snacks after school would be stuff like popcorn, pepperoni, maybe a mini muffin, PB&J. For dinners, we can do some popcorn shrimp with rice and vegetables. We can do pork chops with baked beans and potato salad. Since we got a whole 5-pound bag, let's do an au gratin potatoes with treat, with some veggies in there. Let's see here. We can do a homemade pepperoni pizza. We can do a chicken parm, which you can either do just a sandwich, do the chicken patties on a sandwich with a little bit of tomato sauce and shredded cheese on top. My kids aren't really big on the sandwich part. They like it just plain, so that's up to you. And let's do an easy pasta salad with that, because we can use part of the squash and zucchini and the green bell peppers and even the tomatoes, so that would work. Another option is breakfast for dinner, since we're going to have the pancakes and syrup. I mean, my kids love it. So let's see how the totals come out. So if we just pick up the items on the good deal list, you're looking at about $61 before tax. Now, this is assuming that you're already having at home things like the white rice, mayonnaise, eggs, bread, milk, stuff like that. Now, if for whatever reason you don't have those items and you had to pick them up, plus some other items to make this meal plan work would be Italian dressing. We're going to need some type of pasta for the pasta salad, maybe a loaf of bread, just in case you don't have flour and yeast at home to do a homemade pizza. And we would need one of those little 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce for the chicken parm and for the pizza. So that would come out to about $17.25. So total for this whole meal plan would be $78 plus tax. That is not bad. In fact, that's way under $100, and we have about $20 left that we could stock up on some other items, or maybe grab a couple more things to fill in. Like we could get some cherries. That would be an extra fruit because I didn't have very much fruit this week. Maybe some canned vegetables or frozen vegetables, or buy some more of the zucchini and squash, chop it up and freeze it for later. Now, this is also where I would use that extra $20 to stock up on some items, like maybe grab another set of the popcorn shrimp to have in the freezer for an easy meal, or a Red Baron pizza is an easy meal. You could, if you wanted to, have room to buy the trail mix, or they had some peanuts on sale. My thing with fruit that we mentioned a minute ago, if there's not a good deal on fruit, I usually typically buy bananas because it's the most fruit for the cheapest amount of money. So overall, this week was really not that bad on this sales ad. I think this is totally doable. What do you think? Are you going to try this? Let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe and to like, so that way I'll keep putting out more videos and you'll be notified when they drop. Have a great week. Thanks. Bye.